Hey everyone, today I'll be walking through my shingle transport bot, which is designed to help move shingles from a supply truck up to the roof structure. I'll explain how it works, go over the code, and show you how the robot's different parts function together. This robot uses an Arduino, a conveyor system, a rotating claw arm, and a tilt mechanism, all working together to make the process more efficient. The bot is built on a wheeled platform and has three main mechanisms: a conveyor belt powered by a DC motor, which runs continuously to carry shingles up to the roof's edge, a claw arm controlled by a servo motor, which rotates back and forth to grab shingles from the truck and place them on the conveyor, a tilt motor controlled by a hobby gear motor that adjusts the conveyor's angle. This motor is only active when I press a switch so that I can fine-tune the conveyor's height during operation. Power comes from a 9-volt source connected through the breadboard, and everything is wired into the Arduino and motor driver. Now let's talk about the code that makes it all work. At the top, I include the servo library and define my pin assignments. Pin 9 for the servo, pin 5 for the conveyor motor, pin 6 for the tilt motor, and pin 7 for the switch. In the setup function, I attach the servo, set the motor pins as outputs, and configure the switch pin as an input with an internal pull-up resistor. The loop function is where the action happens. The first conveyor motor runs continuously using analog write to give it a steady speed. That way the belt is always ready to transport shingles. Next, I read the state of the switch. If the button is pressed, the tilt motor turns on, allowing me to adjust the conveyor angle. When the button is released, the tilt motor will turn off. Finally, the claw arm loops back and forth. It starts at a position 0 degrees to grab shingles from the truck, pauses briefly, then rotates 180 degrees to place them on the conveyor. This repeats continuously, simulating the loading process until the truck is empty. So in action, the conveyor belt is always running. I can adjust the conveyor height manually with the switch, and meanwhile, the claw arm keeps rotating between the truck and the conveyor, dropping shingles as it goes. So we'll start the simulation. You'll get power. Here you will see that the claw arm is going back and forth between the truck and the conveyor. And the DC motor here, you'll see that it is running at a constant speed so that the conveyor belt's always moving. And then this hobby gear motor here is what actuates our tilt motor. So right now it's at 0 RPMs, meaning it's not moving. We'll press the button and you'll see that it actuates to move the conveyor up or down. And then when you let go of it, it will go back to 0. And that is my shingle transport bot, including my servo, my DC motor, and my hobby gear motor, which is a couple lines of code for it. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is everything you needed.